welcome to Unico Desde 1979. It's been quite a while since I've actually done a cigar review on this channel, 3 years in fact. I was just talking to my wife the other day about doing some video reviews. She goes, yeah, you haven't done one for a while, and I've got to agree. So if you have missed my cigar reviews, I'm back. You can sleep soundly at night tonight. Today, something special, having a look at the Davidoff Robusto Intenso, released late last year. Initially released in 2005. I'm not sure if you can pick that up on the camera. Originally released in 2005, but they've brought it back in late 2020. I'm lucky enough to have a cigar here to try. Now, normally my previous videos, they've gone on for 15-20 minutes. I don't want to do that now. I'm coming up to the 1 minute mark. I'm basically going to do a short introduction, cut light, cut in and out, and basically we'll all be done in 5 minutes, and you can get on with your day and enjoy this review. So I'm going to pause it right now. I'm going to cut this baby and light it up, and we'll go from there. Cheers. G'day guys, welcome back, and girls I should say. Welcome back. Well into the first third of this Davidoff Robusto Intenso. As the name suggests, it is a Robusto, 52 by 5 1/4 inches long, and Intenso. It is intense. I would say that, but not as intense as what I thought it would be. There's plenty of white pepper, green chili, especially on the in the aroma and on the retrohale. But there is a nice pepperiness, not pepperiness, but a nuttiness to it. Sorry, some nice hazelnut and walnut notes in there, and it's also got a bit of woodiness in there. I wouldn't say cedar, but it's definitely got an oaky, sort of woody profile to it as well. Hope you can pick that up on the screen. But yeah, thoroughly enjoyable so far. I'll check back in soon and let you know how the middle third's going. Cheers. Well, here we are in the middle third. Can safely say that the intensity of the white pepper, that green chili note at the beginning, has dropped off somewhat. So it's not as apparent as from the initial few puffs in the first third. That woodiness still exists, that oakiness is still there, and there's also that continuation of that sort of nuttiness, that sort of warm, burnt hazelnut, walnut feature. You can see there, I've removed the Robusto Intenso band. It's funny when you think of the word Intenso, you think it's going to be super intense. Not the case compared to many other cigars I've had, but definitely probably a lot more intense than you know, Davidoff Special R series that you might be familiar with. It kind of reminds me of a 702, but that's more on the strength profile rather than the flavor profile. But so far, very enjoyable. I'd probably pair it with a really nice whiskey, or even a drier aged rum. I wouldn't go with something too sweet like a Diplomatico. Maybe a Havana Club 7 or something like that. You don't want that sweetness overtaking your palate. Well, here we are, guys. We're almost at the end. We're definitely approaching or well into the last part of the cigar here. So far, it's definitely transitioned. That white pepper, green chili notes that I mentioned in the first, that were there in the first third and the middle third of the cigar, have definitely eased off quite a bit. So far it's got that oaky woodiness to it, a bit of that hazelnut and walnut nuttiness to it. Overall it's been pretty consistent, draw has been perfect, construction is immaculate, as you can imagine Davidoff producing a cigar like this. Overall, if you're a Davidoff fan, you go out and buy a box. I definitely recommend you pick up a 5-pack or something like that, or even just pick up a single if you can, just to give it a whirl. But otherwise, very enjoyable cigar. I've just been drinking water. Did notice a little bit of a dryness on the palate towards the end, and also a bit of spiciness as well on my palate. But overall, pretty consistent throughout in terms of flavor profile. Yeah, great cigar, thoroughly enjoyed it. Grab yourself one or a few and switch it up with the Davidoff Robusto Intenso. And don't let the name scare you, it's not as intense as what I thought it would be. Definitely a medium to strong bodied cigar. Flavor wise, probably similar, medium to strong, but otherwise very enjoyable. Cheers.